start our lecture now. So the first thing, evaluation. Evaluation, like in our class, in our school, we evaluate students on the base of one thing that is known as CGPA. My voice is clear, right? Because I'm having a little bit of fever and this cold. So this voice is audible and all? Put a thumbs up fast. Okay, okay, okay. Then in the school, if you want to evaluate a student based on their academics, the point academic criteria, based on academic criteria, we use CGPA scale, right? Same way, if we want to evaluate any player or athlete or any sports person, so what we can do, कि एक सेकेंड उसको कवर कर दीजिए. What we can do, we can have some mentor who can watch them, their running skill, their physical, their weight, and number of parameters are there, right? Same way, when we are using a machine learning model and we are like checking how is the quality of them, or how good our model is as compared to others, or our last work or something, how to evaluate our machine learning models. Evaluation, again, to evaluate, to check how it is performed, we use evaluation matrix, right? Any doubt till here? For example, one more better example you can think of in machine learning terms. Let's say you have a robot, right? You designed a robot whose work is to separate apple from, like there was a let's say टोकरी को क्या कहते हैं, basket. Let there is a basket, in that there are two things, apple and orange, right? So how, let's say there was 100 of the apple and 100 like 50 of the apples, 50 apples and 50 orange. So this robot has to identify them and separate them both on two different baskets. If it is an apple, put it in apple basket. If it is an orange, put it in orange basket, right? So to do this work, it will use some machine learning model which it is trained on, right? So now if it has to identify both of them, it can identify their physical texture, or however they have trained the machine learning model, the developers, right? So let's say there was a 50, it identifies apple around 40 and rest of them were 60 over here, like this is orange and this is apple, right? So out of 50 apples, it gave 40 apple as a true apples, and over here it misclassified, like it classified 50 oranges well on 50, but it classified 10 more as oranges, right? Which was actually apple, right? To evaluate this kind of stuff, we need evaluation matrices, right? Like cars have their feature rating, like seat belt, like what we call security rating, like something is there, no? Before collision, I don't know that exact term, like I'm forgetting it. Or multiple things have different, like mobile have, processors have Antutu scores. Antutu, if you have heard of Antutu scores, or like yeah, multiple things. You got the main point. The point was this. So let's go next to the topic, the main topic. Okay, so we can call it, one thing is that known as like types. We can go for types of evaluation or types of evaluation matrices, right? So there are multiple types of evaluation matrices. We'll now go through one by one. The most common one is confusion matrix. Confusion matrix, right? So in that, what we have, before going for the confusion matrix, we will talk about four terms, right? That four terms are too important, and guys, if you are not paying attention till now, start paying attention, because this is the most important part of our whole confusion matrix point, right? Four terms are, like it is categorized in two things. One is true, another is false. Now in this, there is one thing, that is positive and negative. Positive, negative. Positive, negative, right? So true positive, now we can classify it as true positive, this as true negative, this is false positive, this is false negative. Okay, right. Let's say we'll talk about this apple and orange example, right? Or you can take any example. We'll go with the apple orange because we just talk about a robot and everything out of nowhere. So apple, let's say there was 50 apples or anything. If it has predicted an apple, I'm denoting green as apple, right? And red with an orange, right? So if it has predicted an apple as an apple, that is called true positive. Like it was an actually apple and it called it as an apple, that is called true positive. Okay, then it comes for the true negative, right? If it is a let's say this is a we trained a machine learning model. I'm rephrasing the question. We have trained a machine learning model which work is to identify apple only apple, not oranges, right? So if it has identified oranges, that is not an like not an apple, as not an apple, then it will come true negative. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Or let's say we'll talk about some disease example. You'll come to know easily about this. Let's say we are taking a heart disease or heart attack, heart disease. For heart disease, let's say we have trained a machine learning model which can predict in a patient that it is based on the some characteristics, it is having any heart disease, yes and no, right? Binary classification. This is known as binary classification. If our model perform only, it is known as binary classification if our model answers the question in two terms, like either yes or either no, right? So this is our now model and its work is to predict yes and no. So if it has predicted let's say true patient, like there was a patient who was having heart disease. So if it is as predicted as heart disease for this guy, then it is known as true positive. Like actually it was a patient and the model is worked well and it actually predicted as a heart disease patient, right? So this is true positive. Okay, we'll go for the next term, that is true negative. Let's say this is a person. Okay, he was having heart disease, right? Whatever we are talking about, true negative, not heart disease, right? It was not heart disease and the model predicted it doesn't have heart disease, not a heart disease patient. Then we call it as true negative. Like actually it was not a heart disease patient and it actually told it is not a heart disease patient, right? This is known as true negative. And then another comes, let's say the third case, there was a patient, he was having heart disease, but it was not having any heart disease. Okay, but our machine learning model told that it is having a heart disease. That means it told true as a heart disease. It was having a heart disease. Earlier it was not having heart disease, but unfortunately with some mishappening by the wrong prediction of a machine learning model, it is telling that person is having heart disease. So this type of case, say earlier it was a false case, like the person was not having, that was a false case, but our machine learning is telling it is as a true, like it is a positive person, like this person might have the heart disease. So this will come as false positive, right? And we'll talk about the last one, the fourth case. It was having heart disease, but the machine learning model told not heart disease. That means false negative. Are you getting my point? Like it was having heart disease, but our model should have predicted as heart disease, but instead of telling the truth, it told something like that is not a heart disease, like it predicted wrong. That's what makes the another parameter known as false negative. Do you guys have any kind of doubt till here? I'll open this tab where it is. Safari. Do you guys have any kind of doubt? Should I proceed? You want me to repeat any topic or something? Fine. Like everybody should put a thumbs up, no? Then only I will come to know. If you have doubt, raise your hand. If you don't have any doubt, just put a thumbs up. Okay guys, okay. brother, we will talk about it. It's not the right thing. Right now we are going to talk about these terms only, but one by one. We'll first talk about accuracy, then we'll talk about precision, then what is the actual meaning, what is the formula. Then we will come for the recall. That was sensitivity, what Jayesh told. Right? Or true positive rate also we call it. So there is a pattern. Right now just understand this part. Right? Let's go back to our confusion matrix. So right now what was going... sorry. We are talking about confusion matrix. Again, confusion matrix. So what is the matrix terms over here? Matrix means something we have to plot, right? But we are not plotting it. So what you can do? Mostly, confusion matrix, if you are... see, we talked about binary classification. Binary, like, our model has to predict yes or no. That was binary classification. Right. But if it was multi-class, then also it will work. Multi-class classification. For example, how? If you want to ask, I want to show you the live demo, but it's fine. I will go with the theory part. Once we know the theory, brother, then we can do n number of projects. But if you don't know the theory, if you are directly jumping into the projects, then one thing will only happen. That is, ChatGPT knows how to code, and you know nothing. You are just giving prompt. So don't become like that engineer. Become the person who knows the concept. See, right now it's not the era of writing code. They have too much. Like today only, Google today only announced officially that AI writes their 50% of the company code. So right now it's not the era of to code. Right now it's era of AI. How you can use AI. And we'll talk it about later. Like I'm having some irritation in my what we call throat. So let's come back to the point. So confusion matrix look like this. For 2 class, it will be something like this. Many of you have seen in my project whenever I have shown you, okay, something is there, some blue color. Should I show you? Leave it. Not now. Tomorrow we are training the model. At that time we will come to know. These two matrices. See, right here true, false. Right here positive, negative. Right. And we'll plot a confusion matrix for our model of the heart disease one, right? So let's say heart disease model, what we have trained right now, and we'll use machine learning, like we have trained a machine learning model to predict yes and no. Right now we'll talk about binary class, then we'll go for the multi-class. Okay, then sorry, heart disease machine learning yes and no. What I was trying to say, let's say 100 of the patient records, like 100 patient visited to this robot. Okay, this 100 patient and there is a robot, something like this, which look like this. Okay, a gun in hand to shoot the patient. But yeah, this is our robot. A robot, which has to classify this person having heart disease or not. So out of 100, what we know, let's say, here we will go for the precision recall and everything, right? What we what we know about this 100 patient is out of 100, let's say there were 60%, 68 ले लेते हैं, 68% were actually patient, heart disease patient, actually patient, right? And 32% were not. Take. Now we'll try to do everything. And what our model told, okay, out of this 100, it classified 35 as heart patient and 65 as not heart patient. Heart patient, not heart patient. Painkiller है क्या? तो बॉडी में दर्द हो रहा है क्या painkiller? हाँ. So let's continue. So heart patient 35, 65 not heart patient. Okay, this is fine. But how we will come to know that this our model have classified the correct actual heart patient as the heart patient? It might say 32 out of 32. It might say 20 as a heart patient, right? So to evaluate this, we use confusion matrix and there पैरासीटामोल है तो
पैरासीटामोल मुझे ले रहा तुम खा लो।
मैं रास्ते में खा लिया था, एक खुद को दिया था, एक उसको दिया था, जो ड्राइवर को दिया था।
पैरासीटामोल
हाँ, क्या बात कर रहा था, सॉरी गाइस। हाँ, आउट ऑफ 35 how will come to know, so here we have to talk about accuracy, how accurate our model is कि actually true cases को predict किया, like it predict actual cases, this actual cases out of total cases, then it will come accuracy. So now we are going for the term and we'll plot this, right? True, positive and false negative, everything we'll plot for this. Okay, we'll go down right now. What we are talking about, accuracy, right? Accuracy, anybody wants to define accuracy? What is accuracy? Anybody? In layman language also it's fine.
Like the number of correct predictions by the total predictions.
Yeah, correct, exactly. The best is predictions over accuracy. If you talk about in the general term also, no, okay, if you are talking how much accurate that person aim is, okay, so you can get the similar, exactly the same meaning. Accuracy means the same, nothing else. Accuracy stands for कि how much, like what percentage you can call it about. Sorry, my board is not working. प्रभु क्यों कर रहे हो? Just a second. Hello, please connect the device first. Let's connect it. हाँ, okay, हो गया. Just a second, guys. That my device was got disconnected. So accuracy stands for accuracy means shows actual percentage, like it will give you percentage, right, all the time. Like you can it will give in some decimal parts like 0.2. Actually no, always remember in the computer, no, in computer part never it will give you in terms of, why it's writing like this, in terms of 100% accuracy or like percentage. It will not give in any percentage, it will give you some random value or like decimal value like 0.82, 0.36. So if it is this case, you have to multiply the value all the time by 100 to get it into the accuracy, like into the percentage. So always remember whenever you are writing code, so it will give you the value from 0 to 1. 0 matlab 0, 1 means 100%, right? So you just multiply it by 100, you will get the thing in percentage. So don't worry if sometime it come like 0.82, bro, I didn't get too much accuracy, it was 0, nearby 0. Don't get thing like this. Okay, just multiply it by 100. All right, if you are getting some output like 0.0082, that means if you have not multiplied, that means your accuracy is 0.82. क्या है ये?
हाई मुझसे
कितने mg की है? कितने mg की है? So if you're talking about the accuracy, so this is how you get. And what is the formula? Okay, it shows the percentage. I'll write the definition. It shows the percentage of what, or the ratio of how much actual cases were there, like actual predicted actual cases above total cases, well, accurate cases, sorry. Predicted actual cases, true cases you can remove. Predicted true cases divided by total cases, right? So this is one of the formula, and you can write it like this also. True cases means both this. True cases, I told you, no, it divides into two part. True cases, we are talking about this true, that is positive and negative. So both true positive plus true negative divided by true positive plus true negative plus false positive plus false negative. Then you will get the accuracy. This is one formula, you should write it up. So I am writing again. Accuracy, the formula you can write is true positive plus true negative upon false positive plus false negative plus true positive plus true negative. That means all the cases, all cases. And this means true cases, predicted true cases, like how the model have predicted, right? Are you getting the point? For example, we'll take again that robot part example of this. Okay, out of 100, 68 were and 32 true cases were there, and this was the like actual heart patient cases. This is not heart patient case, right? This was the actual data, but what our model did, what our model predicted as 35 as true cases, positive cases, not true, positive cases, and out of 30, like rest of them as false cases, 65 as negative cases, like not a heart patient. So how you can call it as now? See, you should know over here this is the basic prediction, but you have to figure out 4 terms, that is true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. So this is done by default. You can actually use again sklearn to get all this data. So you don't have to worry, okay, how we'll get true positive, how we'll find the value of true negative. No need. It's just one line of code. You can put it. And right now I'm assuming, okay, how much it got. Let's say true positive, like actually they were heart patient and it predicted as the heart patient. Let's say 30. But true negative, okay, actually they were negative patient and it predicted as the negative patient. Let's say out of 65 and 32, I'm going for the basic part, like 31. And for the false positive and false negative, again some value with sum ups to, you can put anything, 25, 30, 30, 60, 61, 60, 25 is 85, 85, 86, that is 14. Right. So if this is the case, what is the accuracy? To find the accuracy, guys, you find the accuracy and let me know what is the accuracy. Any smart guy will answer directly. What is the accuracy for this case? Unmute and speak because I can't open the chat right now. Or I can open the chat. Wait a minute. 61. Correct. 61, correct. Anybody else got 61? Raise your hand. If you got the answer is 61, raise your hand. 5%, 6, 7, 8, 9 students out of 20, right? Get it done. Everybody, nobody should lower their hand. I'll lower everybody's. Just raise your hand if you got the answer. As 61. 12, 14. Okay, we have 1 hour. We can go easily. Okay, 14 only. Out of 20, only 14 guys. Rest of the 6, any doubt till here, guys? If you are not able to do 15, 5 more. Guys, if you can't understand this, I can't proceed further. Okay, I'll write the code. If you, I'll write the formula. See, for the accuracy, no. Accuracy is nothing but, I told you, true negative plus true positive. That doesn't matter. Actually, we are adding, no. So that first term, second term doesn't matter. You can just reverse it. Then true negative plus true positive plus false negative plus false positive. Okay. Right now in our case, 30 plus 31 is true negative and true positive. That is 61. Divided by 30 plus 31 is 61. 61, 25 is 86. 86 and 14 is 100. Out of 100. That is 0.61. Right. 0.61. Now we got a value between 0 and 1. But we want into the percentage, like accuracy percentage, just multiply it by 100. So now it will become 61%. Right. And you can directly see what is the sum of over here and what is the total number. So in my case it was 100, so that's why I told you any smart person can do easily. That is 30 and 31, that is 61, and out of 100 this is 61% accuracy. Do you guys have any kind of doubt? Are you guys clear with the... Don't lower your hand if... okay. If you have a doubt, just raise your hand. Is there any doubt how to find accuracy? If you have doubt, raise your hand. If no, put a thumbs up, we'll proceed further. Okay. So this is how we find accuracy. Next part was precision. Or you can go for the recall. It doesn't matter. You can go anywhere. Let's talk about precision next. Where is my mouse? Precision. Anybody wants to tell what is precision? Anybody?
How many positive predictions are correct?
How many positive predictions are correct? Right. Correct. Correct. This is the layman language. Good one. See, that means ki how many positive are correct. Let's say again the same robot one. We'll take the same example. Here we are seeing 30, right? Accuracy we are getting 30, and here we will put 30. This is the accurate, right? This is what it predicted as true positive. That 30 cases were actually having heart disease, and it predicted it as a heart disease patient. Fine, nice. Okay, but can we check for how many it predicted as actually heart patient? Yes. See, this were heart patient and predicted as heart patient, but over here they were not a heart patient, but it predicted it as heart patient. So that is the wrong thing, right? If your model is telling a person is not having any heart disease and it is telling that it person have a heart disease, you start giving medicine to that guy, what will happen? So the same thing. That's why you have to check for your false positive also. Then there is one more interesting term that is called recall. The person who asked in the chat. Soon we'll go to that part, and that is actually more interesting. Okay, we'll go for the next part. 30, and see how many total positive it told. 30 plus 25. Matlab 55 cases it told as positive. But actually how many were positive? 30. So what is the ratio? Anybody? Anybody? 30 by 55. Just speak it up, guys. Okay, I'll change the script. 10 is to 11. 3, 10.54. See, always you have to give answer in decimal, not in the fraction form, Surya. But well tried, good one. But I think so that is wrong. 10 by 11, it's wrong. 10 is to 11. Because if you multiply 11 with 5 and 10 with 5, it will go 50 by 55. That is wrong. Okay, 0.54. Webhoff. Anybody else who got the output? How close our output values here to each other? How close our output? You are asking or telling, brother? Zibran? Yeah, now it's correct.
Yeah, I was trying to tell the answer. The
Accuracy one.
yeah.
Okay, brother. It's fine. Okay, guys, we'll continue further now. Are you guys getting interested in this lecture, or like any of the lecture? If you have any kind of face any kind of problem, you can share right now. Right. Okay. I'll proceed now. Okay, I'm not on the screen. If you have doubt, just raise your hand so I can hear that beep sound, or you can unmute and directly ask, or you can say, "Bhaiya, I have a doubt." I'll tell if I'm free. So what was the answer for this? I think so 0.54. So 0.54. Okay. See, I'm telling you the basic maths. This is 30. This is 55, which is near to 60. So nearby 0.5, you will get the answer. So this is how you can like I'm telling you, if you're in any paper, like say AI works paper you are doing, and you don't have a calculator, and this comes in your question paper for the certificate one exam, so at that time, okay, this is seems more relevant, you can use this part. So okay, we'll go with this part. And precision actually stands for, the formula for precision, everybody note it down: true positive upon true positive plus false positive. Like how many actually relevant items were selected, means, see, we selected some items, you can think it like this in the apple and orange box, ki how, let's say you selected some of the items from it, but you wanted to select apple, but you also selected orange because that robot gave you this answer, some orange. So this is how you can state it, like how many selected items, I'll write how many selected items were relevant, like what actually was true. Relevant over stands for true, right? So that's why total is how many, the total positive by true positive or false positive, or else you can think it like we have the probability, right? How many of it came true or head out of both the cases. So in the similarly way you can understood this. Any doubt in precision, guys? What does precision means? Or you want one more example? I think so. One more example I should give. Do you guys need one more example? Can we say like estimated total true total? Huh? That is okay. True divided by total actual true value. Yeah, that is the point. No, that is total true positive upon total positive. See, brother, you didn't get the concept. Like you got the concept, but one more thing I need you to clear. To calculate precision, you have to calculate this. As you can see, over here what I have gave, this is as this one as positive, right? This whole term is positive. So what you have to get for the precision you have to get this true positive. Mhm. For precision, no, you have to get this true positive, whatever the true positive value, this value divided by all the positive value. What you are telling, no, the same thing I'm giving. To find precision, you have to give this true positive value, true positive, divided by this whole true positive as well as false positive also, right? Divided by true positive plus false positive, like total positive. You can call it as total positive. What your model have predicted, right? Are you getting this graph? So in future, the question will not come like easy like this, not question. But whenever you are training any model, no, so either you can give the code to print the output, or else if you are given with a confusion matrix to be to act smarter over there, you can directly calculate, no, this divided by sum of both of them, you'll get precision. The better precision, the better true positives are, because false positive will become less, no. So if false positive become nils, means it is not classifying negative part, like the person who was not heart disease patient, it is classifying as false as a heart patient. If this term getting decreased, let's say 0, so what is the condition now? True positive upon true positive, like the actual positive person were classified as the positive only, not false. There is no false person. Let's say there were 10% standing in a queue, right? And some of them were terrorists, so all the good citizens were selected out of 10. Let's say 5 or 7 are the good person, and all the 7 were selected for the some Bharat mission, let's say some army attack or air force attack or war. None of the this kya kehte hain, terrorists were selected out of 10. Are you getting what this precision means? Let's say there again I am giving the example. If there are 10%, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5 or 6. Out of 6%, if 3 and 4 or 3 and 5 were the terrorist person, okay, terrorist, right, and rest of them were civilians. So out of them, out of 6 of them, if you have selected, if you have to select 4 of the candidates, 4 candidates, and you have selected all the civilians exactly by knowing their background and doing n number of tests, asking to do n number of extra stuffs. So you have selected 1 to 4 and 1, 2, 4, 6 citizens, right? And you eliminated 3 and 5. So right now your precision is 100%, right? Precision is 100, 1. Reason means you selected all the civilians upon total positive, that is civilians only. These were civilians and you have selected only civilians. That means you are working, what we call precision is very good. That is one. Right, you didn't selected any false person who is claiming that I am positive. Like this status is telling कि brother, I am the क्या कहते हैं भक्त of धरती ये भारत माता, इनकलाब जिंदाबाद, everything it is telling, but it is acting like a civilian, but it is not a civilian, right? So if this is not selected by your model, then your precision goes to 100%. Did you guys got the concept? Did you guys got the concept? Okay, we'll go further with the recall. So precision formula is this: true positive upon total positive. Then there is one more term. Sorry, recall. One more term is known as recall. Anybody wants to answer what is this recall and all? Anybody who want to tell what is recall? Anybody? Okay, we'll go with that. Then I'll teach. Recall means nothing but the similar terms for this is sensitivity or true positive rate. True positive rate. What recall means exactly? See, over here we are checking. I told you how many selected items were relevant. Means we have first selected, then we are checking for the relevant, right? And over here we just do vice versa of that. Here we check how many relevant item were selected. The basic layman language I'm telling. For example, see, both of them sound similar. How many selected items were relevant, and here how many relevant items were selected, right? But when you learn probability and statistics now in your third semester, guys, do focus on this subject. Actually, this is the backbone of everything in machine learning. Okay, so what I was trying to say, how many relevant items were selected? See, first we are checking for relevant items, right? And then we are checking it is selected or not. Did you got the point? Over here, we are selecting item and then we are checking is it relevant or not. Here we are checking for the relevant item and then we are checking how much of them are selected. Just vice versa. We'll come to know now. Okay, I'll give you the formula. By the formula you will understand. For the recall, the formula goes like true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. Why so? See, true positive means actual prediction. That was correct prediction, right? That is true positive. Now we are asking for true positive means it was correct, and false negative means it has to be correct but it gave it is wrong. Like that person was having heart disease but it told it doesn't have heart disease. But that person was having actually heart disease, right? Are you getting my point? This true positive means okay, it gave this person, that is 30, how much? 30%, I think so. 30% were actually true positive, but false negative. Like the person was heart patient, but it predicted wrong. Right? So how much that person was? 40. Actually, this is wrong. I'll tell you reason why. Because the actual cases were this now. 65 negative cases. Okay, we'll remove this part, 32 and 65. Like this, we know, right? We know this, we know that. So we can change this matrix, but leave it for right now. We'll check, we'll think like this is wrong. Okay, and we know that what is actually cases? True positive and false positive. If you add both of them, no, you will get the actual cases. So 30 plus 25 is 55. So true cases were 55. Now, how many not heart patient? So 100 minus 55 was 45. Now this is correct. Now if you go for the part, right? So out of that we know कि how many were totally heart patient? How many were totally heart patient? 55. We'll go down. We'll go down. How many heart patient are total heart patient? We know that. We know that total heart patient are 55. But it gave true positive as 30. Right? Means rest of them, those were actually positive, were classified as false negative. Like they are not having this disease, right? That is false negative. Are you getting my point? Say yes or no, because I am not going to switch the screen. Say yes or no. Are you getting my point? If no, just say no. Else, don't need to say yes. Are you getting my point? If not,
Yeah, the rest won't the rest be true negative?
Huh?
Because they have the disease, but it is showing negative. So won't it be true negative?
No, 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 no. That is not true negative. True negative means that person actually don't have disease and the model predicted it don't have disease. That is true negative. See, I'll give you a.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. If somebody have doubt, one better example I got right now. Let's say there are, like, for you guys. Okay. There are 6 persons. In another way, like my style of teaching. Let's say there are 4 male and 2 female. We'll name everybody now by looking the list. Okay. How many of you are present? Let's say Zibran, Aditya, Aniket. Zibran, Aditya, Aniket. Right? 4 male, no? One more male I want. Coincidentally, I got the name of Jayesh. Jayesh, you were in the next list. And 2 girls. The above 2 girls, AB Surya, you came just right now, right? I think so. Or you were not there. Anushka and Bhavya. Is it fine if I take your name, guys? Anushka and Bhavya. Else tomorrow you guys gonna do case against me. Raise your hand if you don't have any allegation if I'm using your name. Yeah, rest of you have allegation. Jayesh, Anushka, fine. Bhavya. Okay. Zibran don't have any allegation. Aditya, Aniket, fine. Bhavya is not. Like Bhavya, I have some allegation. Hello, Bhavya. Are you in the class? Or you're bunking? Okay, we'll continue. The show must go. Okay, we'll take somebody else. What is this? BBK Kubra. What is your name? I can't pronounce it. Like, I can't pronounce it. Is it fine if I take your name? Diya, is it fine if I take your name? Chi. I'll no issues. I'll remove. I'll put something. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Right. Okay. Now 4 male and 2 female. Who are the male? So such that I won't forget. Male. Jayesh, are you male? Yes, you are male. And these 2 are female. For danger. Red means danger, right? So that's why. And green means safety. Green flag, red flag. Sorry, but I'll do my way. Okay. Red flag. In this case, you will understand easily. 4 male are these guys. 2 female are these guys. And we want to teach precision, right? Just a second. Yeah, hello? Yeah, who's this? Ma'am, sorry. Huh. Yeah. Precision. Precision stands for true positive. Can anybody tell what is the precision recall for? I'm talking about precision. First. Okay.
True positive divided by true positive plus false positive.
Correct. Correct, because I'm talking about precision. Now, what our model did, I created a good machine learning model, and what it is doing, it is for the four male, it is telling two of them are female. Let's say Jayesh and Aditya. And for the this, I'll take Anushka name, and for Anushka, it is saying it is a male, right? And you got my point, right? It is known as male. It is actually female, but it is pointed as male by the model, right? For the Jayesh and Aditya, it is showing it is female, but actually they were male, right? Male, and it is giving female, and this was female and it is giving male, right? So now what is true positive? What is true positive cases? How many true positives are there? Okay, out of four were this, and how many it is taking? See, right now you can get confused, but take one class, don't take both of them, right? Okay, we have trained a machine learning model which can identify male. That's it. Take only one class, or female. Let's say female. Sorry, male number are there more, no? We'll get more accuracy, like more numerical. So for true positive, it has predicted out of four, like out of six were there, but how many actually were present? True positive were, like we know that over here, we know that four male and two female. But model, what model told? Model told true, like actually how many male are there? One, two, three. Three true not true positive. See, how many of them are male? One, two. True positive I'm talking. True positive means they were actually male and it predicted male. So two out of four, out of actually six. Two out of six. Don't divide it. I'm just giving a like okay. Let's talk about true negative. What is true negative? Like actually they were not male. If they are not male means they are female. So they are not male. These two are not male. And how many it is predicted? One. Now we'll talk about false positive. False positive means they were actually male. False positive means they were actually female, but model told them as male. How many are there? One. So false positive is one. Right. Now we will talk about true negative. False negative. False negative stands for that person was not male but marked as that person was actually not male but marked as male. For example, this girl was not male but marked as male. Are you getting? True negative means that person was actually female, like actually female and marked as female. So who was marked as female and actually female? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, right? And who were true positive? Zibrahin and sorry if I'm taking her name wrong, and this Aniket. These two were actually male and marked as male, right? This is two. Are you getting the case, or should I plot it more neatly such that you will get it? Because if you understand this four thing, no, true positive, false positive, true negative, false negative, rest of them are nothing for you. You know the confusion matrix. This is the key term. Are you getting my point? Brother, if you have any doubt, just ask me right now, no? Please. See, I'll put the name. Okay, then this will be better. I'll just remove wastage of things over from here. Okay. I have developed a model which checks for the male out of a given number of data, whatever the data is given. Okay. So, and we know that these four were male and those two were female. Not true positive. I'm just very fast. I'll cover. True positive means actually male and predicted as male. So actually male was Zibrahin and Aniket, and they have predicted as male, right? But for these two guys, Aditya and Jayesh were termed as female by our model. Female, female, and this as male, this as male, this as male, and this as female, right? This is given by the model. The black one I have written over here is given by model. But actually, what they were, I'll erase this. But actually, these guys were male. These two were female, right? So now we are talking about right now we are talking about true positive. means actually male and marked as male. That is how many are there? Two, right? Zibrahim and Aniket, right? Then true negative, like the person who was not male. True negative means not male and marked as not male. That person is not male and marked as not male. That is true negative. So who is not male? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. And who is marked as not male? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Because Anushka is marked as male, right? So who is this? Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Now FP stands for, why I wrote FP? False positive, yes. False positive means कि that person was not male. That person was not male but marked as male. Who is Anushka? Anushka was not male but marked as male. That is false positive. मतलब गलत अफवाह फैलाना. Telling something wrong. That is false positive. Are you getting? The person didn't committed crime but telling us he committed crime. That is false positive. So who is false positive over here? Anushka. And how much? 1. Right. But see, over here if you check for the male and female, okay, let's go for the true negative. True negative. Over here one more term is there, I'll tell you. True negative. Who is true negative? False negative. False negative means that person was not a false negative. I forgot here. Right now I'm too much stressing myself. False negative means that person was actually male but marked as female. False negative. Matlab that person was male but marked as female. Are you getting my point? Making negative cases. Like that person was having heart disease but telling he is not having heart disease. Like that person was male but telling he is not a male. How many are there? 2. Aditya and Jais. Have you guys got this concept? TP, TN, FP, FN? Any doubt till here? If you got the concept and you are still in the class, raise your hand. Okay, fine. Because 2 is me online, right? 1 is presenting one. Okay. Okay, brother. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Okay. Now after this, we'll talk about that matrices, right? So over here we got all the true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. Now we will plot the confusion matrix. And how much these are? 2. Now if you sum it, every time it should be equal to your number of values, how much you have given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total 6 values are there. And over here 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 2 6. That means yes, you have calculated it well. Like one of way of cross checking. If you are getting 5, means you have missed some cases. So let's do the confusion matrix. No, not confusion matrix. Let's plot it. No, confusion matrix. You'll come to know how to plot. Put here true, put here false, put here positive, put here negative. How many true positive are there? 2. Put 2. How many false positive are there? False positive is 1, Anushka. False negative are 2, Aditya and Jais. True negative is 1. Right? This is your confusion matrix. Yay, congratulations guys, you plotted your first confusion matrix. La 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 la. Give me samosa. Okay, we'll find accuracy. Accuracy formula is nothing but actually cases upon actually true cases predicted and divided by all. So what is the formula? And fast please. What is the accuracy formula, guys? How many MB I left with? Data total left 500 MB. Please tell me, what is the accuracy of this? Okay, no, I have to change here. No. Okay, accuracy is nothing. 50. Correct. But wrong. But okay. Wrong, guys. Brother, wrong. I just saw See, accuracy means what is truth. Truth is this, truth and no, it's correct 50. What is truth? Positive 2. What is true? Negative 1. Like what is truth? Truth above total. What is truth? 3. Sorry, I told you wrong. Told Zebran is wrong. That is 50%. You are correct, Zebran. Sorry, I saw something this. I went for something else. Okay, if you have any doubt, ask me. This is how you can find accuracy. Now we'll talk about precision. Precision is nothing but true positive upon true positive plus false positive. The left side one. I'll erase this. This one and this one. So what is true positive? What is true positive total? 2. Divided by true positive plus false positive, that is 3. How much you will get? 1 by 3 is 0.33, 0.66. Then we call recall. What is recall? I gave you the formula for the recall also. True positive upon true positive plus false negative. So what is the formula now? True positive is 2. True positive plus false negative. True positive. See, I'll remove. What is true positive? This plus false negative. This. I went for the recall. Sorry. So what is this? This is 2 by 4. That is 50%. Right, you got the point. What is accuracy? How much accuracy? How much precision it is making? How much recall? And we have already talked what is precision, what is recall. Right over here. Relevant item selected. How many actually? If you didn't get the concept, the video is recorded. Go back and check it out again. You'll come to know what is precision, recall. Is it clear what is precision, what is recall? For rest of the body, those who don't have doubt. If you have doubt, just ask me. If no, raise your hand. No, क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ? If you have doubt, raise your hand. Else, put a thumbs up. I'm watching this screen now. Okay, guys. Okay. Precision recall. Now we'll go for the next term, that is F1 score. Not Formula 1 score. We call it F1 score. The formula for this is 2 times of precision multiplied by recall divided by precision plus recall. Like if you want to check a balance or mean balance between precision and recall in both of the terms, so we use F1 score, precision and recall. So we'll put over here 2 times precision. What is precision? 0.66. So I'll put 2 by 3 multiplied by recall, that is 2 by 4 divided by both of them addition. 2 plus 3, 2 by 4. Okay guys, solve it fast. Till then I'll also solve. 4 by 12 divided by 2, 4, 8 plus 6 plus 4, 3, 12. Now this is 4 by 12 divided by 8, 6, 14 by 12. That means 4 by 14. Haha, 2 by 7. 2 into 2 by 7. That is 4 by 7. And I don't know the value of 4 by 7. That will be again nearby 50. 0.5. I solved the first. Did I solve the first? I am the first, right? Guys, did you get the F1 score? Put a thumbs up if you got the thumbs up. Just a second. Gina na. बैठिए बा.
तू पढ़ा भवनी ओकरा से कहे के पड़ी ये मिस्त्रिया से लेबर नहीं खेल ले के लेबर कही जे मिस्त्री हो ले लेबर
वो पता चल जाएगा. वो देख काम के हिसाब से समझ में आ जाएगा. तो लेबर है
कहे के मतलब कह दिया ही तो कन्विंस हो जाएगी.
मिस्त्री का लेबर कहाला
ना मिस्त्री अलग होता लेबर उठा के दी चाहे
लेबर लेके नहीं क्या कट जे दो मिस्त्री हमने में लेबर ना होला.
हाँ माने ओकरा काम करे के चाहिए होला. हम देखले न बनी ये कहे के मतलब दोनों काम करी हैं सब. अरे तो एगो खाली सामान उठा के दिए, उठा के तो हमनिए के दे दे से हम अब ओकर ऐप से तो जौन मंगी है तो
अकेले में अगर एक इंसान पूरे रूम फ्लोर का करेगा ना, थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम लग सकता है, मतलब उसको
हाँ,
टाइम
सुबह के दिन है बा सामने रह के करावे में कोनो दिक्कत नहीं है।
मैं रहूँगा, मैं करा दूंगा। थोड़ा मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, मैं कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। Yeah, so let's go back to the question, and we found successfully the 4 parameters, right? Did you guys got? If you have, are you guys having any kind of doubt or something? Any kind of doubt? Just ask me right now. Okay, let's proceed further with the next evaluation matrices, that are your specificity, that is nothing but your where I create over here specificity. F1 score you can call, I told you, no, balance between precision and recall. Okay. It's more likely taking mean and getting the value of average between both of them, because it is talking about true positive upon actually those were positive, right? It is talking about actually true positive, but it is given as false negative also, right? It is like two different things we are talking, like opposite direction things we are talking. So if you want a mean of both of them, that's why we are using F1 score, right? If you still didn't get, I'm telling you, if I again teach everything precision recall, it will take too much time. So let's proceed further. You go to the YouTube video and check it again, right? Specificity is nothing but true negative rate. Okay, what was true positive rate? Anybody? क्यों? अच्छा, एक चीज़ और, वो मैंने उस दिन पेट्रोल का पे किया था, जाते वक्त मैंने किया था 180 के आसपास, CNG का किया था 180 के आसपास, 176 180 रुपये बता रहा हूँ। इधर से जा रहे थे तो रुके नहीं थे एक जगह CNG डलवाने के लिए।
मामा के घर देते हैं प्रसादी दे दे अपना
अच्छा जा, okay. Okay, so specificity is nothing but true negative rate, and how you can count this true negative rate. I'll tell the formula, then I'll teach what does actually means. True negative upon true negative plus false positive. See, what we are talking about, ki how well did the model avoid false alarms, like false alarms. Those were negative and it classified as negative only. For example, true negative means those were not positive and it classified it as not positive. Means truth it is talking about, negative one. Fine. But over here, true negative and false positive means those were negative and it marked it as positive. That is false and positive. That's why we are talking about specificity. Okay, how is the negative, like how it is working on the negative things? That is false alarms, negative alarms. How it is avoiding the another class. Like if you are talking about binary 0 and 1, if 0 is the true and 1 is the false, or 0 is false, 1 is the true. So how good it is avoiding 0 from getting attached with the 1 while predicting. How, like it more tells about is your model overfit or underfit, right? This all parameters tells you. Okay, you have to check each and every parameter of whenever you are developing your machine learning model. If it is binary class, this all everything. For the multi-class also you have to check. Any doubt in specificity? Okay, we are talking about negative cases over here. Any doubt? Specificity. See, this is the last topic in our classification part. Then we will go for the regression thing. This is the classification thing, like positive, negative, categorical data, classification. Now we will go for the numerical data, like continuous values. For example, regression, linear regression, that will predict a value like 0.56, 0.38. Do you guys have any kind of doubt? Raise your hand. If not, put a thumbs up. Do you want me to repeat something? Okay. And sorry, I told you, no? Specificity is true negative ratio. Rate, sorry. Okay. So if you want to calculate, I'll give you some problems on this, and tomorrow is the best class actually, and today I'm not also well, so manage anyhow. From tomorrow, our classes will be better, mostly better like last classes. Then we talk about regression. First it was classification, now it is regression. This is the second type of model evaluation. Classification means this will predict either cat or dog, yes or no, true or false, male, female, patient, no. Like this is the categorical one. What we did, classification, in the classification, where we use confusion matrix. In the regression means what is the current price of gold and how much it will become after 1 year. So if you want to predict, it will be like something, okay, over here it will become after 1 year as per our model. If you have trained a machine learning model and you got this much, means you are predicting a particular value, let's say 1080 rupees per gram. I don't know, but yeah, let's say this is the per gram cost, rupee per gram. So this is a where when you are क्या कहते हैं, when you are predicting a value instead of classifying it, then it is known as regression. Are you guys getting the concept? What is regression? What is the difference between classification and regression? Yes. So if somebody told you, okay, make a regression model which will predict your CGPA. For example, if you got 8 CGPA, then you got 9 CGPA, then you get 8.5 CGPA, then you got 9.3 CGPA. So what should be the next? So it might go down, it might go over here also. Okay, based on the previous one, it is this. So if it is predicting a number 8.97, then this is your regression model. Okay guys, we'll go for the regression part. Now in the regression we have different thing. We are now going to talk about some mathematical terms. Many of you have might remembered mean square value, root mean square, sorry, RMS values, root, again mean also we have to find summation, mean divided by n, root mean and square something we do, then root mean square, right? So something like that we have done in 11th class or 12th class, I don't remember, but something values were there, RMS values. So mean and square, these are the two main things which will continue, and after that we will talk about root mean square. So first of the evaluation criteria, like precision, recall, accuracy is there, no? Same over here, the first term comes for the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. ERROR. Okay, this is the first criteria where we are trying to check for the average amount our predictions are off by. For example, like how much it was deviated, like means if this was the prediction and it gave different prediction, this was the actual but it gave a different prediction, something like this. It was the predicted one but the actual one was something like this. So that is the mean absolute. Average amount, I'll write the layman term for this. Average amount our predictions are off by. Our prediction are off by. See, it is talking about average and amount our prediction are off by. Like without how much directions are, like if this is in, see, you can call it okay, this is 5 unit to the negative of y-axis, towards the negative y-axis. Okay, so what you can call see, this is the 5 unit. We are not talking about direction here, we will talk about the magnitude. So what is the difference between this? So as it is we are comparing in the y-axis, we'll formulate the formula for mean absolute error, like 1 by n summation of I is equal to 1 to n for all n terms what we have predicted, and we will check for yi divided by y vector of I. Don't worry about the vector and everything. Soon we will talking about, tomorrow we are talking about regression. Now at that time we will talk about vectors and everything. Just right now write the problems and we'll proceed. Right now just write the formulas. We'll proceed further for the tomorrow class. And at that time, while we are developing linear regression model, no, well definitely tomorrow we'll try to do 3 projects. Okay, on linear regression. Might be tomorrow class will be a bit lengthy, like 3 hour, bare minimum 3 hour. So because concept of linear regression and again 3 projects. Okay, and then mean absolute error. Okay, See, first 2 week is your totally theoretical. Next 2 week is totally practical. Because if you understand the terms how your model evaluated, we will soon see. You know EDA, you know data preprocessing, you know feature engineering, you know model evaluation, you know how our model performs, what a prerequisite, you know the modules also, you know how to analyze the data, that is EDA, data analysis something. Now everything you know. What else you have to do? Practice and algorithms. You know the basics. Your main part is over, brother. If you complete this, then practice, practice, problem. See, guys, my own opinion is we should develop 20 plus project in this what we call course or internship, where you want. 20 plus ML project, out of which you have done one project, that is, this was the model one actually, but one you did for the EDA, right? Tomorrow linear regression will try for 3 projects, that will sum up to 4. And on Saturday, that is scheduled by Jaypriya, but definitely I'm going to take the class, and again it might be of 4 to 5 hours. So be ready, and if I am fine, if I am well, then definitely 4 to 5 hours. And tomorrow also we'll try to go for beyond 3 hours. Okay. So, okay. Tomorrow, okay. Can we have classes in the night time, guys? 10 to 1 or something like that. Hey, Vaibhav, AB Surya. Okay, let's continue with the today's class. Just more basic terms, 4-5 more terms. What we talk about? Mean absolute error. Now we will talk about mean squared error. Mean squared error. Just note it down in your notebook. Okay, and we'll do the rest part tomorrow. Like, we'll check it live. What it tells about, yeah. Will it be same for multi-class classification? Yeah. See, regression is not multi-class, but in this, if you're talking multi-class, yes, multi-class will be having the same. But what will happen? No, instead of your confusion matrix is right now having 2 by 2, right? This will increase the number of this. This will be the classes 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, if it was 1 and it has predicted actually 1. If it is 1, 1 and it predicted, the rest of them will become false. Right? This is the true and true, right? It was 1 and it predicted 1. But if it was not 1 and it predicted 2, 3, 4, then it will become your false positive. Are you getting my point? Or else, if it was true and it predicted true over here, no? See this. If it was 2 and it is predicting 2, fine. But if it was 2, let's say, sorry, I'll do somewhere else. Over here. See, brother. Multi-class. For example, if you have trained a model which can identify if the car is BMW, Mercedes, Ferrari, or Rolls-Royce or something. Let's say BMW. Over here, the first class is BMW, RR, then Audi, and then any car you can take, Mercedes, let's say, any brand, and BMW, RR, Audi, and Mercedes. So if it is BMW and it predicted BMW, then it is true positive. What it is? It is true positive. But if it was BMW, I'll write over actual, and let's say this is predicted. You can do vice versa also. You can put actual over here and put predicted over here. That's not a big thing. It was BMW. This is BMW, right? It was BMW and it predicted as BMW. Then it's fine. Then it is true positive. But if it was a BMW and it predicted as Rolls-Royce, it predicted as Audi, and it predicted as Mercedes, right? So then it is a problem. This will become false positive, right? Same way you have to calculate for the everything. What we are doing over here, no? For this one, very event. True positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. So here it will become true negative. This will part become true negative. Oh, sorry, not true negative. If it is a BMW, actually it was BMW, but it predicted as Rolls-Royce. Then it will become false negative. Because it's telling false negative, no, it's telling jhoot. For them, it will, for this, go for the second line. For Rolls-Royce, check for this. If it is a Rolls-Royce and it predicted Rolls-Royce, true positive. Else, sum it up and you will get a false positive, a false negative. A false positive. We have to check it out, right? Then we have the values, and at that time we can do. For the multi-class in our project, definitely. Again, add one more project. We'll do multi-class classification. Multi-class classification. And bas ho gaya. So we got 5 projects right now. Then ODI for the same. If predicted ODI, true positive, else false positive and false negative, you can calculate n number of things. Again, most of the values will become same, right? So for that, this Rolls-Royce, check for this Rolls-Royce. If actually it was Rolls-Royce, but it is telling like BMW this, Audi this, and Mercedes this. So this is how you can plot the confusion matrix. Let's go for the mean square error. At that time we'll see, because I also didn't have worked with this much, so I'm getting also a little bit confused. But at that time we will definitely clear it out, because we will be having some values now. Okay, mean square error, like we have mean absolute error, no? To get like what is the error, how much error it is creating, to calculate that and to punish it back, we will use square rather than using this modulus value and summation and average of it. So kya mean square error, so we'll use square. Okay, yes. So what is the mean? 1 by n is known as mean. Then what is the square? For the terms I is equal to I is equal to, is this correct? Yes, no, square, no, yes, yi minus y hat of I का square. This is mean square error, right? What we can say कि हम लोग MAE का काम करते हैं, we will do MAE work, but over here we square the error, whatever the error actual and predicted, we will minus it and we will square the error, such that कि if it is a big mistake we can reduce it. Like if how much big the mistake was. Like this point has to be predicted, but it predicted this point. Now what is the distance between both of them? Square it, right? So to analyze the what is the bigger mistakes, we use mean square error. Okay, then we will go for the root mean square error. Nothing but mean square error ka root. So root of MSc, mid semester examination. RMSc is equal to nothing but RM. Root mean square. Did you guys getting concept? Like bringing back the, see यहाँ पे हमने square किया, उसको हटा दिया तुमने square को, but यहाँ पे over here this n will also be get square root, right? So we are just reducing our error back to the same original unit what it was actually. So root mean square error, again we'll check in our next class. For example, if you have let's try with some example now. Okay, first I'll tell you all the terms, then we'll go with an example and we'll do it. Okay, one more is there, R square, which is very used, less known as coefficient of determination. It actually does know, it tell us how much of the variance in the actual class is, like actual values what it has predicted, no, in our model. So it has to, the main part is to check for the variance. First thing, to check for the variance, how much it was present in our actual values, right? Means variance, how many of you know variance? Raise your hand. Okay then, leave it, it's not needed now. For right now you can understand कि R square or R squared is nothing but how well our model fits into the data. That's it, that is R square. For RMSc, what you can understand कि how error, like same unit as our prediction, how much dividing it with the square root, that's it for RMSc. But MSc, MAE done for the small error and MSE is done for the big errors. That's it. And average of MAE is nothing but average of your predicted and true errors, like how much it was predicted and what is the true value, dividing it and getting the average value, mean of it. Right. So that's it. Nothing else. We'll understand this in more depth for the regression, because I have also less work with the regression work. I have worked with more with the classification. Okay. So this is one of the thing, and we'll do one more concept that is known as ROC AUC curve. ROC AUC curve. So what is the time right now? 18:02. Okay, we'll do tomorrow ROC AUC curve because I have to go somewhere else right now. ROC AUC curve. Okay, and feature encoding, feature encoding, and one more was there, no? Feature encoding, scaling. We'll do in tomorrow, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, no? Tomorrow we will train linear regression model. And right now I'll give you one example for the regression one, such that you can understand how regression is working, like we understood the classification. For the regression work, I'll tell you this example, simple example. We'll take this, the basic one. Every time everybody have listened, okay, we work with this part, what we say, this house data set prediction one. We'll take a basic example. Okay, I'll go back, not go back, I'll go down. I'll make some spaces. Okay, let's start with the basic part. Over here I'll put, let's suppose we have a house prediction data set. We have to, like, some data we have in that with the based on number of how many flats are there, how many rooms are there, what is the square size, and blah blah blah. House data set prediction. Okay, and based on that we have trained a model which have to predict based on the values. Let's say number of floors. We'll take only number of floors and the price, not number of rooms, sorry, number of rooms and their price. So over here, number of rooms and price. It has to predict, okay, if I increase the number of rooms, what is the price? If I decrease, what is the price, right? So for example, if we have this kind of data, okay, so how we can find it up? Very basic, very easy. Or we'll check for, let's say, predicted house price. For this are, let's say, 52 lakh, 48 lakh, and 73 lakh. For some number of, let's say number of room was 5. Okay, 52 lakh we have, 48 lakh and 73 lakh. But actual, what was the actual? For this 52 lakh, it was 50 lakh. For this value, like I changed, if you put n is equal to 5 for this, n is equal to 4 for this, n is equal to 8 for this, right? 73 lakh. But how much actual price was that? 50 lakh, again rupees 50 lakh for this, and again some 80, let's say 73, no, we'll reduce it only, 70 lakh, right? Are you getting what I'm writing over here, or should I write it more clearly? Predicted house price versus actual house price. When n was, number of room was 5, the model have predicted 52 lakh. When number of rooms was 4, it predicted as 48 lakh. When number of rooms we increased to 8, it became 73 lakhs. But in the actual market, the price was 50 lakh for the same property of the n is equal to 4, it was again 50 lakh, let's say, and for 70 lakh. For n number of 8 rooms, it is 70 lakhs, right? This is the better table. Now, if you want to find, if you have to find the rest of the thing, okay, what is this one, MSE, MAE, RMSE, okay, so how we can find it out? The basic stuffs, what we can use. We'll find MAE first. MAE, mean absolute error. Okay, what is the error we are getting over here? I'll write one more column, error. How much error we are getting? 2 lakh error. Over here, how much we are getting? Minus 2 lakh, but we have to take mod, so it will become plus 2 lakh. Over here, again 3 lakh, but negative or positive doesn't matter, 3 lakh. You have to check the absolute value, right? Absolute means mod. We are talking about mean absolute error. Absolute nothing but mod. Mean means 1 by n divided by summation of whatever the values are there, and error means error. We are talking about error, right? So 3 lakhs ka error, idhar hua 2 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, right? Now what we do, what is mean absolute error? Just sum it up. What is absolute error? Like What is the mean? Sorry, mean. Find the mean of this. 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 3 7, right? But 7 divided by what? What is mean? Mean is nothing but, see, this is the absolute values, right? Guys, understand, we are finding MAE. This is the absolute values. This is also absolute value. This is absolute value. It's nothing but, I'll write over here. You'll come to know what I have done. 52 minus 50. Come on. Eraser. यहाँ पे मैं लिख देता हूँ, एरर की जगह एब्सोल्यूट लिख दूँगा. 52 minus 50, 48 minus 50, 73 minus 70, right? Like predicted upon actual minus actual. Over here, what we are doing, absolute we are finding, absolute values, right? So absolute errors. What is error? Error is nothing but difference, and putting modulus gives us absolute. So what is this now? This is 2 lakh, this is also 2 lakh, this is also 3 lakh. Now sum it up, you will get 7 lakh, right? So we got the summation this. Now what we call mean, mean is nothing but total summation upon number of this. So what is total summation? That is 7 lakh. How many number we have predicted? 1, 2 and 3. For 3 properties we predicted, right? Divided by 3. What you will get? You will get 2 point something, 2.19 something. 2.3, sorry. 2.3 something. Are you guys getting my point? How to find MAE? This is how you find MAE. If you want, you know, bro, I want the notation part, 1 of an n summation of I is equal to 1 to n. Then what was this? Absolute predicted value minus or actual value. So y of I minus y of I come mod. So what is n? For how many entries we check? We check for 3 entries. Okay, then summation goes for 1 to 3. For what? Y of 1 minus y hat of 1 means, इसको यहाँ पे आप लोग लिख लो predicted and actual. So what is the predicted one? What we have the predicted for 1, predicted one and actual one. Predicted one was 52. So that is 1 by 3 summation of, what is 52 minus 50. 52 minus 50 is 2. And again, we'll do, this was for 1. Now we'll do for the 2 also. So we'll sum it up. See, this is this like this. How you open n is equal to, how you open summation part. This is how you open. We'll check for the first term, we'll check for the second term, and you will remove this term, the summation part. So we'll check for the second flat also, like n is equal to 4 times. So n is equal to 4 पे क्या था? 48 minus 50 and उसका mod. So again we got 2 plus 3 for the last case. Sum it up, you will get again 7 by 3. Are you guys getting how to find MAE? Is it clear, guys? How to find MAE? Mean absolute error. Put a thumbs up, please. Will it be same for multiclass? Yes, it will be same. Yeah. MAE is done. What was next? MSE, I think so. MSE. Mean squared error is nothing but, let's find mean squared error. See guys, I'm not feeling well now. Okay. Mean squared error formula was nothing but just putting a square over there. I is equal to 1 to n. And putting the values of y I minus y hat of I ka square. Now whatever you have subtracted, now put the square on it. Like over here I am putting, sorry, I should not do like this. I should just copy paste it. Whatever there has been written, just copy paste it. Control C over here. Control V. So now you got 2, 2, 2 and 3, 3, 3 and half. Put a square on it. Nothing else. Put a square on it. How much you will get? 2, 4, 4, 4, 8, 8 and 3, 9, 27. 29, 7 and 8, 7, 7, 34, 35. 35 by 3. Are you guys getting my point? 4 plus 4 plus 9. Oh shit. Not 35. 8, 8, 8, so like 17. 17 by 3. So MSE is nothing but mean square error. 17 by 3, that is around 5.67. 3 5 is 15 and 2 is therefore so 67. That is nothing but 5.6666. That's why I round off. Okay. See, to do mathematical easy, 17 is close to 15. Right? 15 plus 2 by 3 is 17. Like how I solve the maths in my mind. 3, 5 plus 2 by 1 by 3 is nothing but 0.33. So 2 times of this will be 0.66, right? So 0.66 plus 5, that is 5.66. So I round off this by 5.67. This is how you can solve maths quickly. So yeah, this is MSE, and how we can do our MSE? Nothing but root of this. So 5.67, whatever you have got, put the root of this 5.67, you'll get the value. And again, if you want to use mathematical terms, see 5 is there, so 5 ka nearest root is 4. 4 comes for the 2, so the value will be above 2, so 2 point something. And again, it is increased by 1, and some values are there, so that will be around, 3 square is 9. So it is near about 1, no? If you 2 square is 4, 2 square is 4. If you minus 5.67 minus 4, that you will get 1.67. That is near about 9, 3 square means something 3 value will come over here. That is related to 1, right? If you're trying to put 4 also, okay, brother, it's coming to 1.6. Yeah, if you put 2.4, that is also fine because the term will be coming nearby 2.4. You can put like this, 2.4. Because if over here you are getting 1.67, no, somewhere. So you can put 2.4 nearby. If you do, actually, I don't know how much it is coming. Okay, check it once. Okay, root of 5. What is the value? Let's do it now, right now. What is the value of root over 5.67? Or you guys are just watching, okay, let's bring, okay. Or you guys are just watching, okay, let's bring popcorn, let Bhaiya teach. He's doing something, he's doing masti in between. We'll enjoy it and just leave the class, right? This is your mindset. I got you guys. Right, Jayesh? Right, Samskruti? Guys, put a thumbs up. React actually. Yes. Okay, guys. No issues. Is this concept clear? What is MSE, MER, MSE? In a short way, not in the model part. Are you guys getting? Any doubt till here? So this is the last concept what I can tell. And if you want to do R square also, there is a formula. I think I didn't give you R square formula, but let's go for the R square also meanwhile. Okay, I'll go over here. R square. R square nothing but 1 minus summation of whatever you have predicted. Whatever I'm telling, whatever you have predicted, divided by, leave it. R square is not needed right now. Until unless you execute one linear regression, it's not required. Okay, we'll wind up today's class over here. If you have any doubt, ask me right now. I'll explain everything, precision recall, MAE, MSE, or whatever the RMSE or something is there, classification, evaluation metrics. If you have doubt, just ask me right now, brother and sister, because today class is done.